A very good morning, class. In today's class, we're going to deal with the grammar topic parts of speech. Parts of speech. These are the different kinds of parts of speech. Before knowing the kinds, let's know what a part of speech is. Parts of speech basically helps us identify the word to use in the correct sentence. Basically, to make a sentence meaningful or a correct sentence. Okay, so there are 8 parts of speech and they are noun, adjective, verb, adverb, pronoun, preposition, conjunction, interjection. So now let's study about each in more detail. Noun. So what a noun? Noun is basically a naming word, a word that identifies a person, animal, place or a thing. So in short, noun is a naming word. I'll give you an example. Sheila is a good girl. So here, Sheila, the name is a noun. We play this game, name, place, animal thing, right? So everything under it comes under noun. So for example, if it's a person, it can be a name or a description of a person like mother, father, girl, boy, grandmother, grandpa. And for place, it can be school, home, playground, zoo, or any of the name of a country, state. So all these things come under a noun. And for animal, so anything, animal or a bird, all these come under noun. And for things, anything that is tangible, anything that you can touch comes under a noun. Adjective. Adjective is basically a word that describes a noun. It tells you something about the noun. So in short, it's a describing word. I'll give you an example. Birds fly high. So here bird is a noun and fly is a verb and adjective is high. So it basically refers to the bird. It says the birds are flying high. Another example. Sheila is a tall girl. So here the word tall describes Sheila, how her appearance is. So here the word tall is a adjective. So basically describing can come under 4 categories and they are color, size, texture and shape. So as given in the screen. So color, you can say black, white, pink, so any of the color. And for size, small, large, big, tall. So these are the description regarding size. And for texture, smooth. I had a you can say the cake I ate is very soft. So basically here the soft is an adjective describing the cake, which is a noun. And regarding shape, square, round, oval and all these. Verb. So verb is a word that describes an action or a state of being. So verb basically is the word that describes an action or a state of being. In short, you can say an action word. In a sentence, any word that describes an action. Birds fly. So here, bird fly. Fly is an action. So it comes under a verb. So any word that describes an action is a verb. So here in the screen you can see some of the verbs like skip, swim, walk, sleep, read. So these are some of the verbs. For example, Sheila read book every day. So here read is a verb. I walk in the garden every evening. So here walk is a verb. So any word that describes a state of action is a verb. An adverb. Adverb is a word that modifies a verb. For example, fast, slow, quick, often. An adverb describes a verb. An adjective or another verb, it tells us how, where, when, how much and with what frequency an adverb. So we can see the examples like quietly, peacefully, above, abroad, now, yesterday. So these are adverbs. Pronouns. Pronoun is a word used instead of noun. For example, we say, Sheila is a good girl. She comes to school every day. So for the first time, we use a noun. And then we use a pronoun which describes the noun. We don't say Sheila is a good girl. Sheila comes to school every day. Sheila completes her lunch box. So we don't say her name again and again, right? We don't repeat her name again and again. So we instead use the word she or any of this in the list below. So the first person is I, the second person is you, third person is he or she, the first person plural is we, second person plural is you. So second person it's plural and singular, it's you, and for third person plural it's they. Prepositions. So preposition is a word that denotes the relationship between two objects. So we say the cat is under the table. So here under becomes a preposition. We can say the pencil is inside the box. So inside becomes a preposition. So these are the list of prepositions. Conjunctions. Conjunction is a word used to join two words or two sentences. For example, and, but, or, so, tell, if. For example, I and Beulah are close friends, but we recently had a fight. So basically, I and Beulah are close friends. That is a sentence. We recently had a fight is another sentence. The conjunction but is a link word in between the two sentences that gives meaning as well, connects the two sentences and gives a whole meaning, a one meaning. So these are some of the conjunctions, and conjunctions are split into coordinating conjunction, subordinate conjunction, correlative conjunction. So these are the list. Interjection. Interjection is a very interesting thing. Interjection is a word that is used to express sudden feeling or emotion. So for example, you forget something, like you give that expression, right? So there's a sound that has been produced when you're angry. You'll be like, So those are as a word called injunction. So here we say bravo, bingo. So these are some of the words, some of the exclamation words basically. When we're very excited and we see something very exciting, we say wow. So that is one of a conjunction. We say, oh, is that so? So that is one of a conjunction. And you hate something, and something that you don't like is in front of you, like, ugh. So that is a conjunction. So these are some of the parts of speech. So let's sum up them. So noun. Noun is a naming word. So basically any name. Sheila goes to school. So Sheila is a noun. Adjective is a describing word. So Sheila is a good girl. So basically good is adjective. Sheila is a tall girl. So tall is an adjective. Verb. Sheila writes her homework every day. So here action word is write. Sheila writes her homework every day. So write is a verb. Adverb. Adverb is a word that modifies a word. Sheila writes her homework really fast. So here fast is a adverb. Pronoun. Pronoun is used instead of a noun. Sheila is a good girl. She goes to school every day. So here she is a pronoun. Preposition. Preposition is a word that denotes the relationship between two objects. Sheila brought a new pencil box and she kept it under the table. So here under is a preposition. Conjunction. Conjunction is used to join two words or sentences. Sheila is a good girl, but Sheila did not study for this exam. So here but Sheila didn't study becomes a conjunction. Interjection. Interjection is a word used to express certain feelings or emotions. Wow, Sheila is a really good girl. So here, wow, all the expression words are interjection. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next lecture.